Ayan. So magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat dahil alas 9 na magsisimula na tayo. Sapagkat ang isang bansang may one time ay always on time. Ayan, trivia lang po. Ang Philippine Standard Time is set, o i-English ko na to, is set via DOST Pag-asa's timing system that consists of Repetium Atomic Clock, Global Positioning System Receiver, Time Interval Counter, Distribution Amplifier, and a computer. The system automatically calculates its time difference with every satellite within its antenna's field of view. So the Philippine Standard Time is available online at the DOST Pag-asa website at pag-asa.dost.gov.ph. Ayan. So alam nyo na po kung ano ang basis ng ating Philippine Standard Time. Okay, so magandang umaga pong muli. I would like to acknowledge our participants on site. So we have here from the Nutrition Research Information Network, from IRIS, from DOST FNRI. We also have here from the Department of Health, and we have here from the NFRDI. Ayan, so good morning po sa inyo. Kasama din po natin on-site ang ating mga nanalong contestants at maibibigay na po mamayang hapon ang kanilang award. Ayan. So, kumusta po ang umaga ng bawat isa sa atin? Nagkape na po ba kayo? Kumain po ba kayo ng breakfast? Ayan, para ready na po tayong makinig ngayong umaga. Ayan, so shout out po sa ating mga kasama live sa Facebook. Ayan, good morning po sa inyong lahat. Magbabasa lang muna ako. Ayan, good morning from Davao City. Ayan. Siyang pinakaunang nag-good morning sa Facebook. Okay, from Coronadal City. From Marikina. Ayan, from Ilagan City. From South Cotabato. Okay, we also have here from Baliwag. Oh. Dalawa pa lang spelling ng Baliwag. May W, tsaka may U. Ayun. Zamboanga del Norte. Ayan. So, masaya sana kung nandito sila on-site, no? Pero anyway, samahan nyo kami hanggang matapos ang session natin. We also have here from Tuaw, Cagayan. We also have here from Bataan, from Batangas City. Ayan, tingnan natin sa Zoom kung taga saan sila. Okay. Good morning from... ang dami nila. Okay, from Legazpi City. Meron din tayo from Lanao del Norte. From QC. Ayan, si Miss Jennifer. Okay, from ATC North Manila. We have here from Sorsogon, Quezon City, Laguna, Abra, Legazpi. Okay. Ang dami from Tacloban City. Ayan. So, good morning once again, everyone. This is the fourth and final day of our LIS month celebration in the DOST STII. And we are one with the nation in celebrating the 33rd year with the theme, Let's Libraries, Learning, Empowering, and Transforming Society Through Libraries. Once again, I am Irene Alice Brillo, your moderator for today, Science Research Specialist 2 and Librarian of the DOST Science and Technology Information Institute. And as usual, okay, here are our program house rules. So this hybrid seminar is being recorded for documentation purposes, and the recordings link will be sent to your email address along with the e-certificate. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel at DOST STI Library to watch the recordings of our past webinars and hybrid sessions. Second, For our on-site participants, you may raise your hands while the presentation is ongoing to ask your question. And for our Zoom participants, kindly use the Q&A chat box. And for our FB Live participants, please use the comment box. Feel free to type in your questions while the presentation is ongoing. We will be having an open forum later where your questions will be answered. Finally, DOST-STII will provide an e-certificate of participation to all participants who successfully accomplish the attendance form and evaluation form. So wag pong kakalimutan, dalawa po lagi, attendance and evaluation form. The e-certificate of participation will be sent to the email address that you have provided in the evaluation form on or before December 6, 2023. Ayan. So, speaking of attendance, ayan. So, sa ating mga nasa on-site, nakapag-attendance na po sila. Sa ating mga nasa Zoom, nasa chat box po yung ating attendance link. Ganun din po sa ating mga kasama sa FB Live, nakalagay na po sa comment box yung attendance link. Ayan. So, may mga nakikita po ako na messages. So, sa ating secretariat na lang po, paki-check na lang po yung link ng ating attendance. Ayan. Okay. So, ayan. Sa mga nakapag-attendance na, ayan, kumusta po ang inyo pong umaga? Habang yung iba ay nagsasagot ng attendance form, ayan, magtsikahan muna tayo. Ayan. Kumusta po ang biyahe papunta dito sa ating mga kasama on-site? Okay naman po. Walang traffic. Wala pang traffic kasi inunahan nyo na. Diba? Ayan. Okay, so sa ating mga nasa nasa Zoom. Ayan, yung mga nasa Zoom, wala pong showing na link for attendance. Ayan, so Sir Matt, paki-check na lang po yung okay, so pwede nyo pong i-scan yung QR code sa mga hindi pa po nakapag-attendance. Okay, sa mga kapapasok po sa Zoom, ayan, pwede nyo pong i-scan po yung QR. And then, mamaya po, ipopost po ulit yung ating attendance link. Ayan. Ganun din po sa ating mga kasama sa FB Live. Ayan, nakapin po yung attendance link. Ayan, so i-click nyo lang po yung pinned link sa ating comment section. Ayan. Muli, nakapin po ang attendance link. Ayan, so, ay good morning po muli. Ano po ang inyong naging agahan ngayong umaga? Ano po yung agahan ninyo kanina? Bake Mac. Bake Mac with sandwich. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So, mukhang marami ang ayan. So, pasuyin na lang po sa ating secretariat. Iba po yung nakikita daw po nila na form sa attendance. Ayan. So, okay. Anyway po, may time po kayong mag-accomplish ng attendance hanggang hindi pa po natatapos ang session. Okay po? Ayan. Sorry po, apologies, baka po na-mix up lang po siya. Ayan. And then, sa mga hindi naman po makapagbukas ng form, baka lang po kailangan nyo pong i-clear or i-clean yung inyo pong cache. Ayan. Okay. So, okay na ba tayo? Okay. Kumusta na po sa Zoom? Kumusta na po kayo? Ayan. Ayan. May nakalagay po ulit sa chat na link ng attendance form sa ating mga nasa Zoom. Ayan. I-check nyo lang po. Okay. Working na po siya. Ayan, nice. Okay na po. Ayan, thank you so much. Yan. So, ituloy-tuloy nyo po ang pag-fill out ng attendance form. At habang nag-fill out po kayo, magbabasa-basa din po ako ng mga shoutouts. O magsha-shoutouts pala tayo sa ating mga kasama on-site, online and FB Live and Zoom. Ayan. So, meron tayo from CTU Library Danao Campus. Wow, nice. Okay, very nice. Marami na pong nakapag-attendance. Marahay na aga from Mariners, Legazpi City. Ayan. Mayong aga sa inyong tanan. Okay, nice. Okay. We also have here from Bataan Peninsula State University. We have here from the Office of the Government Corporate Council. Meron din tayo from How Pampanga Library. From BPSU Balanga, Bataan. Ayan. Shout out daw kay Maricar and Aldrin. Okay, sa lahat ng nagngangalang Maricar and Aldrin. Okay. Good morning, watching from School of St. Anthony. Mayong aga from the City of Love, Iloilo City. Okay, from San Sebastian College, Recoletos, Canlubang. We also hear, sabi niya, mayong buntag from Toledo, Cebu. Okay, tingnan naman natin dito sa FB Live. Okay. Kumusta na kaya? Okay na kaya yung ano? Okay na po. Ayan. So, mayong aga from Bacolod City. Shout out po sa Cagayan State University. Ayan. From MSU Marawi. Okay. Ayan. So, mukha. Good morning from Dalubhasang Politekniko ng Lungsod ng Baliwag. Okay, so mukhang okay na po tayo sa ating attendance. Ituloy-tuloy na po natin ito. Ayan, sa ating mga nasa on-site, ready na ba kayong makinig? Mukhang nagre-ready pa lang sila. Okay, sa ating mga nasa Zoom, ready na ba kayong makinig? Ayan, pa-chat ako ng ready na. Okay, sabi ni Miss Jennifer, ready na. Ayan, marami silang ready na. Okay, very nice. Tingnan natin dito sa Facebook. Ayan. Okay, so mukhang ready na rin sila sa Facebook. So, dahil ready na kayo at itong mga nasa on-site ay ready na din, ipapakilala ko na po sa inyo ang ating resource speaker for this morning. So, ang session po natin ngayong umaga is on data analytics for librarians. So, as mentioned po, ito po yung last and final session para sa ating LIS month celebration. Nagsimula po tayo nung Tuesday. So, nung Tuesday, yun po yung designing out of the box programs for libraries. And then, nung Wednesday ay on generative AI naman. And then, sa hapon, yung ating future innovations in the libraries. And then yesterday we had institutional archiving, and in the afternoon is on gender sensitivity. So this morning, as mentioned, the title of our session is Data Analytics for Librarians. So ready na kayong makinig. Okay, our resource speaker is an Information Systems Researcher 3 at the Department of Health. She specializes in data collection, processing, visualization, analytics, system administration, training, and system monitoring, contributing significantly to various health projects and initiatives within the department. Among her achievements are the creation of impactful dashboards for diverse DOH offices. She graduated with a bachelor's degree in nutrition and dietetics from the University of Santo Tomas. With a background in health data management, she served as a health program officer 1 and 2 in the Knowledge Management Information Technology Service at the Department of Health. During her tenure, she excelled in crafting data visualizations, including dashboard design for the health facility profile and tools related to COVID-19. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our resource speaker, Ms. Joanne Pauline Tan.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Joanne Tan from Department of Health, Philippines, under Knowledge Management Information Technology Service, Data Management Unit. So I am an Information Systems Researcher 3 for the department, and my roles are usually data management, but particularly data visualization and data analytics. Yan. So mga projects po namin before was about, especially yung height nung pandemic, was focusing more on COVID-19 data. So dun ko po nagain yung mga experiences ko as data visualization and analytics. So in my session po, I will be focusing more on data analytics and visualization for librarians. So ang topic or outline na gagawin ko is more on defining what data analytics is or defining what data visualization are, and then the steps and processes involved on those data analytics and visualization. And also, I will be doing a short and simple demo on what we are using in the department when it comes to analytics and visualization. Okay. So, di pa nag-reflect sa screen natin sa Facebook. Yan, delay pala. Alright. So what is data analytics? Basically, it's just a process of examining, cleaning, transforming, and modeling data to extract useful information, draw conclusions, and support decision making. So maybe some of you don't know lang yung term na data analytics, but it's basically kung nag-handle po kayo ng data, and then nagpa-process kayo or nag-clean kayo, tapos nag-visualize kayo, data analytics na po siya. So very common ones are, for example, meron kayong Excel, tapos may data kayo sa Excel, gagawa kayong ng report from those Excel, parang data analytics na din siya. Okay? Although data analytics in Excel medyo traditional siya, no? In our modern age, madami na tayong tools na we can use to actually automate everything. So I'll be showing that later po. Right, yeah. So what are the key steps in data analytics? So this typically includes data collection, data cleaning and pre-processing, exploratory data analysis, modeling, interpretation, and communication. Actually, yung data analytics po is just part of your data management processes. So may mas deeper understanding pa yung data analytics. But for this time, since I know not all of you are familiar with this, tip of the iceberg lang yung itatackle natin for the session. So the key steps in data analytics typically includes data collection. So data collection may either be structured or unstructured. So meaning ito yung mga spreadsheets natin in Excel. Unstructured would be your text, images, or videos. Yan. So in data collection, for example, I believe you have your library systems. Tama po ba? Yes, yun. So, pwede kayong kumuha ng or mag-extract ng mga data sa mga systems nyo. Or if you are going to collect it from your customer satisfaction survey, I'm sure meron din po kayo niyan. And also, mga logbooks po. Yan. Those are the types of your data collection. Okay. So data cleaning and pre-processing is actually just a data quality checks for your data collected information or insights. Okay, so this is mostly handling your missing values, data errors, yung mga information na gusto nyong i-match from various databases. So sorry, medyo delay. So exploratory data analysis, this comes with your visualizing your data. Okay, so investigating the data sets to understand characteristics, identify patterns, and discover initial insights. So one of the tools na we are using in the department is yung Power BI. Yan. So that is a type of data visualization. And also Tableau. I'm sure may iba pang types of data visualization tools that you can use. Next is data modeling. Yan. So it's applying statistical and machine learning techniques to the data to build models, make predictions, or uncover hidden patterns. So one of the common ones is, for example, I have one table and then first table and second, thank you sir. First table and second table. So sa modeling ko, gusto kong mahanap yung connection nilang dalawa. Kung may relasyon ba sila, kung may meaningful connection ba yung relasyon na yun. So parang pag-ibig lang, no? Kino-connect natin yung Excel from one table to another. So ganun ang data modeling, yung in a simpler sense. And then, interpretation and communication. So, basically, pagka nagkaroon ka ng data, i-analyze mo siya, tapos i-communicate mo siya sa audience mo. So, in our part, we usually do the communication through reports, dashboards, yan. So, or PowerPoint presentation sa mga execom or other stakeholders. Right? So how can data analytics help librarians? Yeah, so we can optimize your library operation and services, uncover patterns, make informed data-driven decisions to enhance library services, resource allocation, and user experience. So in our digital age, medyo gone are the days na yung by intuition lang tayong nag-ooperate, no? So, in our age kasi kailangan meron tayong evidence-based data so that we can optimize our operations. Not only in libraries, but different organizations. Yan, as I've said, data-driven library. So, for example, may nakolek akong data, gusto kong insights about ano yung mga books or genres na gusto kong malaman na mostly hinehiram ng aking mga patrons. So, if I know those data, mas ma-allocate ko yung resources ko to those genres and books. Alright? So, user engagement. So, kung may customer satisfaction survey ka, you would be able to understand yung patterns ng behavior ng inyong mga patrons. So, in return, you can also be able to be helpful with them in terms of knowing kung ano yung services na kailangan nila, like kailangan nila ng aid, kailangan hanapin mga books and all that stuff. And you can actually personalize their experience by, for example, you have their borrowing history, di ba? Pwede nyo silang lapitan after, tapos maybe suggest some books to them to read, and many more. So resource optimization, libraries can forecast the demand for specific resources. This enables better inventory management, ensuring that popular items are readily available while minimizing excess inventory. Yeah, so space planning. This includes arranging books, displays, seating areas, and resource locations. So, for example, may data kayo about yung mga, again, books na kailangan nila or gusto nilang or the usual books na hinehiram nila. Maybe you can display it sa library nyo or sa lobby nyo, near the entrance, or sa malapit sa information desk. So if you have those data, pwede kayo mag-plan out or space out ng mga resources nyo. So budget allocation, again, if alam niyo yung mga types of books na gusto ng inyong mga patrons, you can actually put your higher budget on those books. Or maybe if sa isang section, madaming humehiram dun sa section na yon, maybe you can hire more librarians to help your patrons. So yung budget allocation would be helpful. So continuous improvement, analyzing feedbacks from your patron, whether through surveys or online reviews, can provide valuable insight into your areas for improvement. So what are the possible challenges na fini-face ng mga librarians when adopting data analytics? So I am not familiar with library processes, but we believe na ito yung mga common lang and possible challenges. So baka may kulang. But yeah, so data quality and consistency. So for example, nag-encode kayo ng data sa library information systems nyo, pero kulang-kulang yung ine-encode nyo. That's gonna be inconsistent data. And in return, hindi nyo talaga makikita yung bigger picture kung saan nyo mas kailangan yung mga resources nyo. Okay? So you can implement quality control measures, conduct regular audits, which usually offices do, and ensuring proper data governance and practices that can help address these challenges. Yeah, so data security and privacy concern, maybe some of your data have personal information. So sa amin, sa DOH, we usually have data protection officers. And then we also, I think, train those staff in data privacy concerns. And then every system na we have has privacy impact assessment. So maybe you can also do that sa operations nyo or sa information system nyo. So limited resources and expertise. I know not all librarians are experts in data analytics or visualization. Baka nga some is very new to it and maybe hesitant to adopt yung mga digital age transformation na nangyayari ngayon. But one of the key things na we did sa Department of Health was, before talaga wala kaming idea on data management, analytics, visualization. What we did was we train ourselves, train din kami, and then we hire experts. We really allocate our budget in data management para man maging seamless yung mga resources namin. So maybe you can also do that, train your staff or self-taught. Sometimes self-taught is effective din. Like me, I started learning on my own during pandemic via YouTube. Yeah, so YouTubes are very powerful. Yan, integration of systems and technology. So maybe may separate kayong library information systems na hindi connected. So maybe you can invest in an interoperable technology so that one data from one system and then another data from another system can actually seamlessly integrate or connect with each other para may relasyon sila, and we can have a lot of insights and data analysis dun sa inyong mga databases. Yeah. So in our case naman, how we do now is we actually integrate DOH data warehouses. Yan. DOH data warehouse lang pala, not houses. So what we do is we actually move forward on seamlessly getting data from various sources, and then i-connect namin siya sa warehouse, and then we use those data through Power BI. So nag-visualize kami dun sa data warehouse to Power BI. So ito yung I think pinaka challenge is yung resistant to change, because some may not appreciate yung optimization ng data analytics and visualization kasi you are used to maybe yung traditional workflow sa library, but actually analytics and visualization can help you optimize your processes. So for example, nag-data collect kayo, nag-process kayo, nag-visualize kayo, you can automate it. So meaning, pag nag-update kayo ng data, mag-update din yung visualizations nyo and mag-update din yung mga insights doon sa databases nyo. Okay. So what are the tools for data analytics? Pinaka-common dyan is Excel. Madaming types. There are a lot of types. Very technical na yung mga tools available. But the most common is yung Excel or spreadsheets. So after you analyze your data, you can actually visualize your data. So data visualization is just a specific aspect of data analytics, pero it focuses more on graphical presentation. So this is your visual formats naman. Ayan. So yung goal niya is to actually communicate complex information into a more interactive or colorful charts. So, yun lang yung data visualization. Sample tools is yan, Tableau, Power BI, Google Data Studio. So, if our audience are familiar with this, these are the tools na available. But in our department, it's Power BI po. I'm not a vendor of Microsoft. Hindi po ako vendor ng Microsoft. Microsoft Power BI. But yung department lang kasi namin has been using Power BI for so long na. Kaya ito yung ide-demo ko later on, which is after this discussion. So what is Microsoft Power BI? Sir, I think kailangan ko siya i-play.
When it comes to data, the faster you can turn this into this, the faster you can understand and use it all to make your business run better. With Microsoft Power BI, you can quickly connect to data, prep it, model, and visualize as much or as little as you like. Then securely share insights. Even embed it all into your app or website. To get started, download the free Power BI desktop application and hop right in. Soon you'll be connecting to hundreds of data sources on-premise or in the cloud, like Excel, Salesforce, Google Analytics, social networks, even IoT devices to get real-time information, and turning all that data into live interactive visuals. When you get the hang of that, upgrade to Pro. You'll need that to start collaborating freely, creating dashboards that deliver a 360-degree real-time view of your business, control how your data is accessed and used, and to package and deliver your stunning new content to users with apps of their own. The premium version is for really scaling up across larger enterprises and embedding content past your own digital properties without per-user licenses. And one more thing, want it all on mobile so you can react to changes on the fly? Here you go. With Power BI, we make it easy to always be in compliance too, for things like GDPR. Download the free Power BI application today and start turning your data into smarter decisions for your business.
So Base Video is just a software lang wherein you can automate your visualizations. So pag nag-load na kayo ng mga databases nyo dyan, tas na-visualize nyo na yung data, automatically lalabas siya. So I'll show that later. So there are 3 types. This is Power BI Desktop, Service, and Mobile app. So si desktop version lang siya. And then yung service is online. So you have to have your online account. And then yung mobile apps is application mismo. Di ka pwedeng mag-edit. You can just view your data. So we believe po kasi na Power BI is the most simpler ones na may automation from the rest of the data visualization tools. Kasi drag and drop lang, literally. And then automate lang ng refresh schedule. Makikita nyo na yung updates ng data nyo. So in return, you can also use this as your reporting mechanisms to your stakeholders or audiences. So, I'll just do a quick demo. So, para ma-appreciate nyo po yung itsura niya, I think I have to share my screen. So, I saw po a sample dashboard online wherein library statistics dashboard po ito ng isang university. So, they collect data, they analyze it, then they visualize it into a dashboard. So, example niyan is yung, collections. Let's wait for it to load lang. Ayan. So, with this, if may data na kayo na kino-collect from your collections, makikita nyo na agad kung ano yung mga printed books, ano yung mga full text items. I'm not familiar with the terminologies. Pero basically, in one single view, makikita nyo na agad yung ilan yung books na meron kayo sa inyong library. So, ganun siya ka-powerful. And then, kung ilan yung used collections, ayan. And then, yung lending nila, kung sino ba sa department nyo ang pinakamataas manghiram ng books, yan, makikita nyo yan. Also, anong year, kung saan ang pinakamataas, like this. And then, we can also filter this out actually. Ayan. So, de-demo ko kung paano siya ginagawa briefly. Ayan. And then, visits. If you have your data on visits, kung ano ba sa buwan na yun ang may pinakamaraming visitors. Ayan. Physical visits by library and year. Ayan, nandito. Web page visits, kung ilan. So, if may data kayo dyan, makikita nyo siya agad. Then you also have your virtual services. Yan, kung ilang number of inquiries ang nangyayari sa inyong website or whatever form you have. Also, digital and information skills. Di ba, very simple. Pero in one single view, makikita nyo na lahat ng processes nyo. And then, open access publications, yan. Ito yung mga samples. Yan. So, I'm also going to showcase yung sa amin later on. Para mas ma-appreciate nyo. Yan. So, I just created a sample dataset. Ayan. So, ito yung naisip ko lang na dataset na you can use sa inyong mga libraries. Ayan. So, number of books borrowed by year and department, number of books borrowed by genre, and then status of books borrowed. So, makikita nyo dyan kung ilan na yung overdue, ilan yung pending for return, ilan na yung nabalik. So, dummy data lang po ito. Hindi po ito totoo. Ginawa ko lang po yung database na ito. Yan. So, in this data, in this dashboard, pwede kong i-filter out agad-agad kung anong year yung gusto ko. For example, 2023 lang. 2023 lang yung lalabas doon sa inyong dashboard. Yan. Automated po iyan. So, wala po kayong maging problema. Once sumakit na yung ulo nyo sa data analytics, pre-processing, data cleaning, transformation, pag niload nyo na siya dyan, wala na kayong maging problem. As in, refresh lang kayo ng refresh hanggang sa mag-update yung data. Ganun siya ka-powerful. So, yan. So, for example, gusto ko lang engineering department. Yan. So, engineering department lang ang lalabas. Ganun siya ka-automate. So, kung gusto ko lang is, example, yung genre of books are fiction. Ilan ba ang books na hiram na fiction, which is 9 daw, for 2023. Ayan. So, 1 pending for return, makikita nyo rin. Ayan. So, ganun siya kabilis. For example, gusto ko dalawa, fiction and history. Ayan. So, 15 total books borrowed for fiction and history. And then, 6 daw yung na-borrow and 9 sa fiction. And then, both of them have 1 pending for return. This is a 200 transaction database lang po. Kaya maliit yung numbers. Yan. So, makikita nyo siya agad dyan. Yan. Sample University yung dashboard ko. So, ganun siya ka-automate. Once you have your data, you can immediately transform it into visualizations. So, in a bigger sense, I'll be doing a short, data analytics and visualization process. Okay. So, for example, scenario, I'm a intern, kunyari, na inutusan ni head librarian to create reports. And i-report ko sa kanya. Yun. So, yun yung scenario. Alright? So, ako, syempre, ang gagawin ko, ita-download ko yung data. Ta-download ko yung data na kinolek or whatever data na available sa inyo. Okay? So, for example, na-download ko is data_library. Kunyari, na-download ko na sa system or meron na akong Google Sheet. Yan. So, ito yung magiging itsura niya. Since we don't have much time sa data cleaning ko na po yung data. Kasi sobrang tagal po mag-data clean. Siguro it would take you 2 days, 3 days. Depende kung gaano ka-complex yung inyong data. So, the simpler ones, the easier ones, yung mabibilis. So, for example, ito, I have transaction ID. So, ito, data analytics na po ito. We are going to examine your data. So, data analytics to. So, transaction ID, meron department, genre borrow, time borrow, date return, status. So, I just wanna make sure lang, while I'm examining the data, is tama yung formatting. So, pag klinik ko to, naka-time. Okay, tama. Kung hindi yan naka-time, i-transform nyo lang po. Yun. So, that's data analytics. Okay? Then, date borrowed, naka-date naman siya, date return, status, naka-text. Pwede naman general. Yan. Yan. So, okay na to. For example, okay na ako sa database ko, na-download ko na, ready na akong mag-visualize para makagawa na ako ng reports for my head librarian. Yan. So, what I'm gonna do is, gagamit lang ako ng data visualization tool. Pwede actually to Excel. Pero since gusto ko automated, magpa-Power BI ako. Kasi gusto ko i-impress yung librarian ko yung head librarian ko, di ba? Yan. So, I'm just gonna open Power BI desktop. This is actually downloadable online. Yan. Free lang po yan if desktop. Pero if gusto nyo po ng mas premium or pro version, you have to pay po. It's a yearly subscription. May monthly subscription din. Okay? Pero very powerful yun kasi you can do a lot of things online and if you have an account. So ako po kasi I have an account, so naka-sign in na po ako. Yan. So ang gagawin ko lang, kukuha lang ako ng data. Kung nakikita nyo po dito, sobrang daming klaseng data na pwede mong i-connect. But yung pinaka-simple is yung Excel. Yan. Actually, Google Sheet po eh. So, para pag nag-entry kayo ng isang row sa inyong Google Sheet, automatic mag-update siya. Hindi ko lang magawa kasi nakalimutan ko na pwede palang Google Sheet. So, nag-Excel na lang ako para mas mabilis. Yan. So, kukunin ko lang siya, open ko. Magko-connect lang siya dun sa database. This can also be your database sa inyong information system sa library. Yan. Depende yan sa inyong IT personnel kung paano niya i-integrate. But basically, pwede po. Okay. Yan. Sheet 1. And then transform data. So inside Power BI, pwede rin po kayo mag-data analysis or pwede nyo rin po gawin yung data analytics inside Power BI. Okay? So, inside Power BI, pwede rin kayong mag-change ng data type, pwede kayong mag-add, pwede kayong mag-extract. Lahat po pwede nyong gawin sa cleaning and data processing. Pero much easier po if ginawa nyo na siya outside Power BI to cut off time. Actually, yung mga IT personnel nyo kaya nila gawin yun. They can do data processing for you para visualize na lang kayo ng data. Okay? In this one, kung napapansin nyo po, as I examine, parang walang year. Gusto ng head librarian ko, merong year. So, magka-clean lang ako or magta-transform lang ako ng data. So, pili lang ako dito. So, this is date borrowed. So, by the way, guys, it's gonna be very difficult for me to be very specific sa mga steps kasi it would take 3 days to actually train you to do Power BI. So, very lang to, quick demo. Okay. Yan. So, extract lang ako. I can just duplicate. So, what I'm currently in the process of, data analytics again. Yan. Rename ko lang siya into year. So, kung mapapansin nyo rin po, yung format niya parang Excel. Tama po. Kasi same vendor sila. Yan. So, I'm just going to extract a year here. Yan. So, may year na po ako. And then, close and apply since okay na yung aking data. Yung in-emphasize po namin na simple drag and drop functionality ng Power BI, yun lang po talaga siya, drag and drop. Sobrang bilis lang po. So, pipili lang po ako ng mga visual na gusto kong i-include. So, example, I want to include a clustered column chart. Kasi nga, si head librarian gusto niya makita yung number of books na hinehiram per year and per genre. Yan. So, pili lang ako ng chart. Open ko lang yung data ko dito sa gilid. Ay, sorry. Yan. Baliktad pala. Dapat si year ang nasa axis ko and si genre yung nasa y-axis ko. Ayan. So, ang legend ko is department. Yan. So, ito yung kaninang visualization. So, just simply as drag and drop, meron na kayo agad charts na pwede nyong i-present sa inyong head. Yan. Pwede yan paglaruan. It really depends on what you need. Yan. I can also do tables dito. So, table matrix. For example, gusto ko makita yung status ng aking mga libro. And then, so this process na po is data visualization na po. Ha? Yan. And then, ano yung genre? Yan. So, this one, makikita ko na agad status. Sorry. Yan. Yan. Immediately, makikita ko na yung overdue, pending for return, tsaka return in just a simple drag and drop. Yan. So, for example, gusto ko na siya i-filter by department. So, ang gagawin ko lang, pipili lang ako ng slicer or my filter visual. And then, ida-drag ko lang literally po yung department doon sa visual. And then, automatically, I can filter out my visuals. Hindi na siya yung parang sa Excel na, di ba isa-isa po yung charts, lalagay mo yung yung data nyo sa charts, tapos isang chart na naman, para naman sa ibang category, yun, hindi na siya ganun. Mas automated na po siya ngayon. Yan. So, depende yan sa inyong request ng mga inyong execom or head librarian or supervisor. Yan. So, again, yung scenario kanina, gusto kong ipakita sa aking head librarian yung genres borrow per year, yung mga overdue. Yan. So, you can also insert images here as well. So, ang end result ko is I'll have a dashboard na automated na po. Okay? So, if that is a more cloud-based, meaning kung gumamit po kayo ng Google Sheet, pag nag-enter kayo ng row, automatic, pag nag-refresh kayo, magre-refresh din po yung inyong data. Yan. In a simple click of refresh, mag-update din po yung inyong visuals content. Okay? So with this one, after you have created your visualization, you can publish it online. So mga online version po is kailangan may subscription kayo. So when you publish, yan. Nasa communication and interpretation process na po tayo, no? So when you publish, meron akong workspace dyan. Just gonna select that. And mapapublish na siya online in your account. Yan. Tayin lang po natin. Yan. So, open library sample dashboard in Power BI. Got it. Example, meron akong account. Yan. This is my account po in Power BI. So, yan. Ito po yung license type namin. Hahanapin ko lang po kung saan ko siya pinublish, which is sa workspace. Yan. Kung papansin nyo, madami po kaming workspace. Hindi ko po papakita lahat kasi some of it has data privacy concerns. Yan. Yan. Nandito na po siya. Library sample dashboard. Pag clinic ko siya, yan, mapupunta ako sa dashboard na ginawa ko. Online version lang po siya. Parang in-upload nyo lang yung picture sa Facebook, ganun. Pero this time, sa Power BI. Yan. So in this case, pwede ko siyang i-share. 3 ways po. Pwedeng sa link, pwede ko embed sa website, or pwede kong i-share kung may online account din yung aking colleague. Yun. So ganun siya kabilis. Right? So I'm just gonna copy yung link. Ay, yan. I'm going to publish it to web para maging public. I'm gonna create a code, publish. Wala na po kayong i-code dyan as a as a coder, or kung coder man kayo or not coder. Si Power BI na bahala sa lahat ng iyan. Okay? So you can copy the link, paste it on a website, on a Google Chrome. Then automatically, you can share this link to different audiences. Yun. So for example, nag-iikot si librarian sa section ng kanilang library, gagamitin lang niya yung link para ma-access niya yung insights doon sa inyong reports. Yan. So, ganun po siya. Then, functional po yan, interactive. So, you can select various filters doon sa inyong dashboard. Yan. And also, kung mapapansin nyo, meron ding HTML you can paste into a website. Pwede nyo yan i-copy at i-paste lang po sa inyong website. Yan. So, kung may mga web developers kayo sa inyong school or libraries, pwede nyo yan ibigay sa kanila. Okay? Yan. So, this is how Power BI visualization works po. Right? So, I'm just gonna give yung public dashboard na ginawa namin before. Yan, this one po. This one, public naman to, so okay lang i-share. This is COVID-19 bed capacity. Yan. Nasa DOH website namin yan. In-embed lang po namin. So, automated din yan. We can filter NCR, Cordillera, tapos, Kalinga, Rizal, yan. So, ganun po siya na take effect. And nag-refresh po ito every after 1 day delay kasi ito or 2 days delay. So nag-refresh po siya. I can automate this po. So automating this would mean so for example, every day kayo nag-e-encode, per specific time in a day lang nyo gusto i-refresh yung data, masiset nyo rin po siya online. So, automatic na po yun. Meaning, daily yung frequency ng refresh at 7 p.m. So, pag may data kayo from office hours 8 to 5, mag-reflect siya after 7 p.m. So, automated din po. Okay? So that's how we present yung mga data namin sa different audiences sa TOH. Alright? I'll just stop sharing po. So, in summary, while data analytics is a broader process of deriving insights from data, data visualization is a key component that facilitates the communication of these insights. So, together, they form a powerful approach to transforming raw data into actionable information for decision making. So, yun lang po at maraming salamat.
Ayan. So, thank you so much, Miss Joanne, for sharing that very, very helpful innovation for the libraries and librarians and even staff. Ayan. Tsaka sa lahat ng gumagawa ng data visualization, kailangan natin yun, no? Mas madali pala yun kaysa sa Excel kasi sa Excel, mas matagal. Okay, so may nabasa ako dito. Sabi niya, thank you for that, sabi pala niya, wow, super technology innovation, very useful. Ayan. Okay, so, parang bitin, no? Nakakabitin. So, siguro nga, mas okay na marami ang on-site, tsaka mas mahaba yung oras para may time tayo for actual workshop, no? Ayan. So, kung gusto nyo po ng part 2, ayan, i-request natin sa Nutrinet. Magpa-workshop sila ng isang buong araw. Yun. So, dapat dala-dala nyo na yung mga data nyo. Ayan. Ayun. So, sabi nga ni Ma'am Dolores, looking forward for a training for this. Sabi niya, Sir Dexter, part 2 daw, part 2. Ayun, oh. Ang dami nila. Part 2 daw po. Ayan, so, antabayanan po ninyo ang part 2 sa Facebook page po ng Nutrinet. kung kakayanin pa, pero malamang hindi na po ngayong taon. Ayun. So, hindi po sila nagkukumit, pero maganda yung smile ni Sir Dexter. So, baka dahil sa demand po ninyo ay makapag-organize nga po sila. Pero sana po, pag nag-organize sila ng on-site, mas marami tayo. Ba? Nandito kayo, hindi lang kayo sa Zoom. Kasi, pag nag-breakout room kami, dito. Hindi sa Zoom. Ayan. Para makita din po natin para makita din po ng facilitator. Ayan. Tingnan natin sa Facebook kung ano naman sinasabi nila. Okay. So, salamat po. Napaka-informative po ng topic nyo. Ayan. Very relevant for the library services. O, ina-affirm po yan ng isang kasama natin from DOH Central Library. Ayan. Okay. So, ngayon naman, ayan, mag-isip-isip na po kayo ng mga pwede nyo pong itanong kay Miss Joanne. At sasagutin po niya yan. And habang wala pa po kayong tanong, ayan, magbabasa-basa lang din po ako ng mga nakalagay po dito sa chat. Ayan. Okay. Yun. So, Ma'am Dolores, nandito po kayo pag nagpa-on-site training si Sir Dexter. Ayan. Okay. Ay, yung attendance link po, kanina po nakapost sa chat box. Ayan, nakakommit na po si Ma'am Dolores Sir Dexter. Oo daw po. Pupunta daw po dito. Ayan. Okay. May ready na daw po palang activity sila Sir Dexter next year. Ayan. Okay, from Pag-asa DOST Central Office. Good morning. Ayan. So hangga't wala pa po akong nakikitang tanong, ayan. Or gusto niyo po bang bilangan natin sila? Hindi, ganito gagawin natin. Uunahin natin yung mga nasa on-site, syempre. Ayan, may katanungan po ba kayo sa mga nandito on-site? Wala daw. Ayan si ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Ano pong pangalan nila? Opo, kailangan niyo pong mag-mic para mapakinggan po kayo doon.
Magandang umaga po.
Okay.
Okay, good morning po sa lahat. Curious
Saang
lang,
agency po sila,
yeah,
ma'am?
from UP College of Home Economics Library. Ma'am, interested, may ang Power BI ay may siya, free
Version.
version. Pero curious lang, magkano yung sa subscription ninyo sa DOST?
Ay, ma'am, dito po tayo. Baka may interested din po sa Zoom tsaka sa FB Live. Ayan.
So, naka-yearly subscription po kami and yung account po namin is organization type. Nakalimutan ko yung exact number pero dito yung AO namin. Hindi, joke lang. Through PSDBM kasi kami nagpo-procure. So, I think gumastos kami ng almost 1 million for a subscription. Yeah. Pero ano po yun? Madaming subscription. I think we have 3 million pala daw. 3 million. I think we have 300 or 200 plus na accounts yun. So, pro license siya. License po siya. So, ano lang yun? Mas mahal kung premium. Yun. So, yung premium kasi, mas larger yung capacity niya sa accounts, sa data handling, and all the technicalities. So, pro lang kami kasi very few. Parang per offices lang yung accounts namin. So, yun po. It's a yearly subscription.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you also, ma'am. Ayan, Ma'am Joanne. Ayan, nagsisimula na pong pumasok yung mga tanong. Okay, so may mga tanong pa po ba? Katanungan, yung mga nasa on-site natin? Wala po. Na-amaze. Ayan si ma'am. Ma'am, sige po. Ma'am, agency and then your name po.
Ayun, good morning po. I'm Narine from NFRDI. So, sakto po kasi I'm a metadata librarian and mostly include part po ng work ko is yung pag-create po ng data and mag-analyze din po. And ask ko lang po if yung Power BI can be integrated sa aming system, paano po yung pag-ano ng data? Yung input, if kung real time, gusto kong maging real time, need po bang may mag-encode every time or pwede siyang i-embed na dun sa, or integrate sa system, pero real time po yung pumapasok na data?
So, si Power BI po is just a visualization tool. So, the other way around siya, ma'am. So, basically, pag may system ka, pwede mong hatakin dun sa system yung mga data na gusto mong i-input sa Power BI. So, that's the other way around, diba? Bale, ang nangyayari po kasi, so, ang process namin, meron kaming system, for example, health facility profile, mag-e-encode yung mga users namin sa system namin, and then si IT personnel would do some data engineer, data analytics, and nagpa-process siya ng data. So kung ano lang yung gusto kong makita sa database ko, yun lang yung ilalagay ni IT personnel. So for example, dun sa transaction ko, ay dun sa data na kino-collect namin, merong information about name, pwede niyo yun exclude sa data cleaning processes nung system. And then after that, tsaka lang siya mapupunta sa Power BI. So very secure naman siya kasi yung nagdi-dictate nung paghatak nyo ng data is kayo, hindi si Power BI. So kung ayaw nyo ng any sensitive information, pwede nyo siya i-exclude sa database. Yun, ganun siya, ma'am. Sana na-answer ko yung question.
Ayan, thank you po.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. May katanungan pa po ba kayo? Wala na. Okay, so proceed na tayo sa mga tanong online. Ay, pasuyin na lang po ako nung isang mic. Okay, so question from, pero ito I think related na to sa tanong kanina. Kasi ang tanong is, ma'am, pwede kaya po ang Power BI sa Koha library system? Kung familiar po kayo sa Koha?
I think pwede naman po. Yeah, diba? Any system can be integrated sa Power BI as long as may database kayo. Yun. So, ang ginukuha lang naman ni Power BI is your dataset, not your system itself. Yan. So, pwede po.
Ayan, pwede po. Kailangan lang talaga makipag-work together with the IT. Yun. Kung paano siya i-integrate doon. Ayan. Ito din po, ang tanong is, hindi ko mabasa yung pangalan niya. Kakaiba. Mahaba, HKNETEN, yun, ganon. So, ang tanong niya, possible po ba na ma-incorporate ang AI sa dashboard?
I think possible naman, but we don't have prior experience with AI. So, very, very excited kami kasi medyo pupuntahan namin towards AI recently. So, yun po.
Ayan. Okay. Thank you po. Tapos, wala silang tanong sa Zoom? Hindi nila nilagay sa Q&A. Okay. So, ang tanong po from DOH, how safe and secure is the library's data from hackers and viruses?
So, si Power BI, as I've said earlier, hindi naman po siya system per se, is just a tool for visualization. So, kung ano yung ini-input nyo sa databases nyo, yun lang din lalabas sa Power BI. And si Power BI, hindi naman siya nag-share ng datasets sa kahit na anong way. Ang sinishare lang niya is yung mismong visualization nyo lang po. So, wala silang access to your database or datasets. So, secure naman siya. Yeah. So far, wala namang kaming na-experience na hacking sa nung COVID-19 before. Yun.
Ayan. So, safe and secure daw po. Well, at the same time, kasi kung incorporated siya sa system ng institution or agency, parang ang firewall pa din nandun sa system ng mismong agency. Ano po, ayun. So, yun ang kailangan talaga nating tingnan. Okay. Mukhang na-amaze po sila sa inyong discussion. So, dinadigest po nila. Wala na pong tanong? Ayan. Okay. So, mukhang ang inaantay na lang po nila, Sir Dexter, yung part 2 talaga. Ayan. Okay. So, wala na po akong makitang tanong, maliban kung may nakikita po kayo dyan. Meron po. Sa chat box? Okay. Ito po, papaano po if nailagay ko na ang data sa Power BI, pero meron po akong ilalagay, pwede po ba doon mag-edit directly? Doon mismo sa naglagay na daw po siya ng data sa Power BI. Tapos, may gusto siyang i-edit. Pwede daw po bang mag-edit directly doon?
No po. Advice
Ayan,
ko
no.
is no. I mean, no talaga. Kasi, since humahatak lang siya ng data, dapat sa main source ka po nag-e-edit. So, for example, meron kayong system, dun po kayo mismo sa system mag-e-edit and not in Power BI. So, whatever na kinuha nyo sa system, yun lang yung kukunin ni Power BI. So, pag nag-update kayo, mag-update din naman siya. Pag nag-update kayo sa system nyo, mag-update din si Power BI with a click
Ayan.
of refresh button. Yan.
Ayun. So, ganun po siya. So, kung yung nasa Excel file, mga ganun, dun sila mag-i-edit.
Pero may technicalities po yun, ma'am. Pero hindi ko siya ma-share kasi mahaba yung conversation na yan, ma'am.
Ayan.
So, may database management din po kasi yung data visualization dapat. So, medyo
Okay.
broader scale po siya.
Ayan. So, mukhang yung ito ngayon, teaser lang siya. No, teaser lang. Okay. Ayan. So, okay. Ayun. Wala na po akong makita. Unless may hahabol pa po. May hahabol pa ba? In 10, 9. Okay. So, mamaya po, ma'am, nasabihan po ba kayo na maghahanda ng tatlo?
Questions.
Yes, ayan. So, kung wala na po kayong tanong, ang gagawin naman natin ngayon, si ma'am ang magtatanong sa inyo. Ayun, may humabol po. Pero bago ko ituloy itong humabol, ayan, so sana po nakinig kayo talaga kanina dahil magkakaroon po tayong palaro mamaya. And ang gagawin nyo lamang po ay sasagutin nyo po ng tama ang tanong ng ating resource speaker. And ang makakasagot po ng tama ay makakatanggap ng souvenir items from the DOST STII. Okay, so ito na po ang last and final question, Ma'am Joanne. Okay. Can we use Power BI offline po? Okay.
Yes po, you can use Power BI online, pero desktop version lang siya.
Offline.
Yan. Yeah, offline pwede.
Opo.
Desktop version. And then, meron dun sa application ni Power BI na you can extract it to PowerPoint or PDF. Yeah. So, may capabilities po siyang ganun.
Oh, di ba nadagdagan pa?
Kalimutan ko pala i-point out yun, pero
Okay.
meron po siyang ganung capabilities.
Ayan. So, pagka magpipresent tayo, o di i-extract na lang siya. O, di mas madali na naman yun. O, di ba? Okay. So, yun na po yung ating last and final question. Ngayon naman po, maghanda-handa na ang ating mga nasa on-site sapagkat kayo ang unang tatanungin. Okay. So, ito po ang mechanics natin para sa ating mga nasa on-site. Okay. So, ang nakalagay dito, run. Run. So, magtago po muna kayo. Okay, so ang gagawin po natin, magtatanong po ang ating resource speaker, and then paunahan po tayo sa pagpunta dito sa harap para sagutin ng tama ang kanyang tanong. Ready na po ba kayo? Yes. Okay, at ayan, so ito po ang papremyo po ninyo. It's a polo shirt. Talika dito, Janelle. Okay. So, ito po, ganito po siya. Ayan, may branding po si DOST. Ayan po, nakalagay po sa t-shirt. Ayan. Okay, so gwapo. Tapos maganda yung polo. Okay. Ayan, thank you, Janelle. So, ito po yung matatanggap. Okay, so, ang tanong ng ating resource speaker para sa ating mga nasa on-site ay...
So, very practical lang naman po. No? Walang
Yun.
right and wrong answer.
Okay.
Yan. So, what specific library data challenges do you currently face that you think data analytics could help address? Yan. So, application po siya actually.
Yes.
So, what specific library data challenges do you currently face that you think data analytics could help address? So, pwede po kayong kumuha sa mga challenges na sinabi ko kanina.
habang
Opo.
ginagawa nyo, yung mga reports nyo, ganun, ano po yung mga nai-encounter nyo doon? Ayan, si ma'am. Si ma'am. Ayan. Okay, ma'am. Your institution and your name po.
Parang Rosalina Soriano from Aries. Di ko alam kung tama yung theft or what, security. Parang ma-address ng Power BI. I do not know. Kung mali ba?
Physical po ba yan? Physical material or yung data?
Physical. Nag-on-site na ulit tayo. I do not know kung tama. Okay lang kung mali. Sorry.
Tama naman po. So, possible naman po na yung theft, pero kung kunyari may data kayo about it, so kung may logs kayo ng mga books nyo na hindi nagre-return or may napansin kayo nawawala pala yung books as nalalog nyo, pwede yung data analytics. Yeah, sa inventory part. Yeah. So, tama naman si ma'am. Pwede naman po.
So, pwede naman daw. Okay, so dahil nagsalita po kayo at tama naman po, sabi ng ating resource speaker, si Miss Joanne. Ayan. Ito po, ayan. Oo, ma'am. I-award po ni ma'am sa inyo. Ayan. Ay, picture po muna kayo. Ayan. Okay, at maghanda-handa na po ang ating mga nasa Facebook Live. Okay, so lipat tayo sa Facebook naman. Okay, sa Facebook, madali lang po bang gamitin ang Power BI? User-friendly po ba siya?
Yes po.
Ayan,
Actually,
yes po. Ayan. So, parang naman, kasi yung pinakita nyo po kanina, drag and drop lang siya. Ayan.
Yung mahirap lang po talaga doon is yung data cleaning
Ayan.
and transforming.
Ay, opo.
Yeah,
Yung
which is
data
part ng
cleaning.
data management, which is on a bigger scale po siya, ma'am.
Parang mas madali kung duplicate eh. I-clean mo lang duplicate. Pero, oh my gosh. Nag-try po kasi kaming mag-clean ng yung mga attendees, yung details po ninyo. So, ilang libo yun. Tapos pag nag-clean, maraming, may mga duplicates, pero minsan po, may wrong spelling, ganun. So, pangalan ko, nung nilista ko, wrong spelling pa. Ayan, okay. So, yun po yung mga encounters naman po namin na parang, kung wrong spelling po kasi siya, hindi namin alam na wrong spelling siya dahil sila po yung nagsulat. So, pagka na lang nagsabi sila na mali, saka namin malalaman kasi pangalan po nila yun eh. Ayan. Okay, so, sa ating mga nasa FB Live. Ayan. Okay, so ang gagawin po ninyo ay tatawagan po ninyo yung numero na ipapalabas po dito sa screen pagkatapos pong magtanong ng ating resource speaker. Okay, so ready na ba kayo? Ito na po ang tanong ng ating resource speaker.
So, practical po ulit. In what ways do you envision using data analytics in your library to improve services or make better decisions? Share a specific idea or area you'd like to explore.
Ayan, so specific siya.
Yes. In what ways do you envision using data analytics in your library to improve services or make better decisions? Share a specific idea or area you'd like to explore.
Okay, so this is the number. Okay, tawag na. Okay, so specific na pwede nyo pong paggamitan ng data analytics to improve services. Ayan. So, antayin po natin. Ayan, may tumawag na. Hello, good morning po. Hello? Oops. Couldn't connect daw. Okay, antayin natin ang ayan. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning po.
Ayan, good morning, sir. Taga saan po sila?
Taga Antipolo City po.
Antipolo City. Ayan. Ano pong pangalan nila, sir?
Aldrin, Sir Aldrin po.
Sir Aldrin? Alvin?
Aldrin po.
Aldrin. Ayan, Sir Aldrin. So, ano po ang sagot ninyo?
For me po, experience, kasi yung mga possible collection na po pwede i-ilitag sa existing collections ng library. For example, based dun sa history ng mga nabagsaw ng bata.
Yung pag-encode ng mga collection sa library.
Ay, yung mga possible collections na po pwede pang i-add
Yung
sa
mga
collection.
mga possible na pwede pang i-add sa
Yes po.
collection.
Coming from the borrowing history po ng mga bata through the system of the library.
Oh, nice. Ayan, tama daw po. Tama daw po. Ayan, maganda po yung
Thank
naisip
you.
nyo, sir. Congratulations po and thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you po.
Ayan. Okay, so may nanalo na sa ating nasa Facebook. Ngayon naman, sa mga nasa Zoom. Ayan, ready na ba ang ating mga participants na nasa Zoom? Tingnan natin. Ay, na-out ako sa Zoom. Okay. So, anyway, sa ating mga nasa Zoom, ready na ba kayo na manalo ng t-shirt? Okay. So, kung ready na po kayo, ayan, ang gagawin nyo lang po ay itatype nyo po ang pangalan ng ating resource speaker sa chat. And then, yung pinakauna pong mag-type ng pangalan, okay, natama. Ay, siya po ang unang tatawagin para sumagot sa question ng ating resource speaker. Okay. So, Ma'am Linder, pa-monitor na lang po kung sino po ang unang makakapag-chat. Mag-chat lang po kayo pag sinabi ko ang salitang go. Okay? Ayan, nagsimula na silang mag-chat. Pero maya-maya pa po. Okay. Para may thrill. Okay. So, itatype niyo po ang pangalan ni Miss Joanne pag sinabi ko yung word na go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ayan. Magtatanong lang po si Miss Joanne kung meron na pong napili sa ating mga nasa chat box. Okay, from UPLB. Okay, si Ma'am Rosa Bombales. Okay, Ma'am Rosa, pwede po kayong mag-unmute.
Hi po.
Ayan, hi. Ready na po ba kayong sumagot?
Apo.
Ayan, so, Ma'am Joanne, ano po ang tanong?
So, how do you currently communicate library insights or performance metrics to stakeholders? Do you think that data visualization using Power BI will be helpful to you?
Base po doon sa nakita ko, yes ma'am. Para po makita nila yung mga status, yung mga, katulad po nung nakita kong dashboard, nakikita nila yung mga status ng mga nahiram, ano na yung mga nangyayari sa library using Power BI po. Kasi ano na siya data representation na. So, parang pinakikita na namin yung pinaka-summary ng mga data namin.
Ayan. So, tama daw po and thank you so much po, Ma'am Rosa. Thank you for joining us this morning at
Thank you
nanalo
po.
po kayo ng polo. Ayan. So, mag-chat po si Ma'am Linder po sa inyo para makuha yung details ninyo kung paano at saan ipapadala po ang inyo pong napanalunan. Okay. So, sa lahat po ng ating mga winners, congratulations po sa inyo. Maraming salamat and we will contact you on how you can claim your prizes. Once again, thank you so much, Miss Joanne. And syempre, very grateful tayo dito sa learnings natin ngayong umaga at teaser nga siya. Teaser. And so, at least ngayon, meron na tayong nakitang bago ulit na pwede nating gamitin sa ating mga libraries, no? Or kahit sa ibang areas na kailangan nating gamitan ng data visualization. So at this point, we will be awarding the Certificate of Appreciation to our resource speaker. This will be awarded by the Supervising Science Research Specialist and Head Librarian of the DOST-STI Library, Ms. Linderlit M. Maglake. And before she award this certificate, let me read the citation. Department of Science and Technology, Science and Technology Information Institute, DOST-STII, presents this Certificate of Appreciation to Joanne Pauline Yu Tan for sharing her knowledge and insights as resource speaker for the topic titled Data Analytics for Librarians at the 33rd Library and Information Services or LIS Month with the theme Let's Libraries, Learning, Empowering, and Transforming Society Through Libraries, held on the 14th to 17th of November 2023 at DOST-STII and live streamed via Zoom and Facebook Live. Given this 17th day of November 2023 in Bicutan, Taguig City. Signed, Richard P. Burgos, Director, DOST-STII. Ayan. Thank you so much po. Ayan. So once again, thank you so much, Ms. Joanne. And syempre, makakatanggap din ang ating mga participants, both on-site and our online participants ng kanilang Certificate of Participation, provided that you accomplish the attendance form a while back and you will be accomplishing our evaluation form later. Ayan. So, at this point, okay, ito po ang mga nangyari. Ayan, na activities and celebration of the LIS Month 2023 at the DOST-STII. So, we had online contests, and this the winners of these contests will be awarded this afternoon during our awarding and closing ceremonies. Ayan. So, congratulations in advance sa ating mga nanalo. Okay. So, ang mga naging contest natin, we had our bookmark design contest. We also had Webby selfie contest, book face photography contest, ano ang kwentong DOST-STI library mo, Shelfie at DOST-STI Library, and My Day at the DOST-STI Library TikTok Contest. Ayan. Sa mga libraries po ba natin, may mga TikTok accounts na din po tayo? Wala pa. Okay. So, ayan. So, maganda din pong magkaroon ng TikTok contest to engage with our users or clients. Ayan. Especially yung ating mga Gen Z, no? Okay. And we also had hybrid sessions. We started this last Tuesday, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina before we started the session. So, maraming salamat po sa lahat ng mga nag-attend ng ating mga online sessions simula nung November 14, Designing Out-of-the-Box Programs for Libraries, and then Generative AI and Libraries, then our session on the Future of Libraries, Innovative Spaces for Community Learning. This was followed by Establishing Institutional Archives, and then Basic Concepts on Gender and Development for Librarians. And finally, we had this Data Analytics for Librarians. So thank you so much sa ating mga resource speakers and sa ating mga participants. Ayan. Okay. Also, kasabay nito ay nagkaroon tayo ng training workshops naman sa ating Filipiniana Library. And on-site po itong nangyari. So we had training workshop on introduction to 3D printing. So nagtry po silang gumamit ng 3D printer. This was facilitated by Puzzlebox 3D. And then this was followed by Introduction to Robotics Training Workshop facilitated by FELTA. FELTA is known for their robotics trainings. And marami po silang mga natitrain na nananalo internationally. So kung gusto nyo po na makipartner din po kay FELTA, feel free to contact them. Ayan, sa mga nasa atin sa on-site, pwede nyo po silang kausapin. Nandyan po sila sa taas. We also had Introduction to Animation Training Workshop. This was facilitated by LRN Ventures. And then, kahapon po, morning and afternoon, nagkaroon tayo ng hands-on science experiments. This was facilitated by Science Star Corporation. And ang saya nung naging experiments po nila. So, may maliit na buong ecosystem. And then, nagdala sila ng microscope na meron siyang capability na pwedeng makita ng 6 na tao via online app. Yung nakikita mismo doon sa microscope. So, nag-enjoy naman po yung mga bata. And ongoing po hanggang ngayon yung exhibit po ng ating mga partners. Katulad ng nabanggit ko, yung ating mga facilitators, sila din po yung ating partners plus some book dealers or publishers. So we have FELTA, we have Puzzlebox 3D, LRN Ventures, Science Star Corporation, Book Quick Marketing, Linar, and Learning is Fun. And kasalukuyan po nangyayari ngayon ang Amazing Race. Ayan. So, hindi natin alam kung tapos na sila since simultaneous na ginagawa yung activity doon tsaka dito. Pero ito po yung mga prizes para sa Amazing Race. So, for the first place, mananalo ng 3,000 pesos. Second place, 2,000 pesos. Third place, 1,000 pesos plus Certificate of Recognition and DUST-STII souvenir items. Ayan. And, ayan, next week naman po, gaganapin ang National Science and Technology Week. Ang tema po ng National Science and Technology Week or NSTW ngayong taon ay Siyensya, Teknolohiya at Inobasyon, Kabalikat sa Matatag, Maginhawa at Panatag na Kinabukasan. Or Creating and Protecting Wealth Through a Sustainable Blue Economy. And mangyayari po ito sa Iloilo City. So, ang main S&T exhibits, magaganap siya or yung display makikita siya sa Iloilo Convention Center. So, sa ating mga nasa Iloilo or malapit sa Iloilo o gustong pumunta ng Iloilo, ayan, bumisita po kayo sa Iloilo Convention Center for the main S&T exhibits. Meron din pong exhibit or Lawood Marines S&T exhibit sa Captain John B. Lacson Training Ship and Museum of Philippine Maritime History. Finally, meron din pong hinabol or natural fiber and textile exhibits sa National Museum Western Visayas. So mag-ready na po kayo dahil next week, November 22 to 26 po ito magaganap. Okay. And finally, ito na po ang ating evaluation link. Ayan. So, sa mga nasa on-site, i-require din po namin kayo na mag-accomplish ng evaluation. So, pascan na lang po ng ating QR code para makapag-evaluate po kayo. Sa ating mga nasa Zoom, nasa chat box na po ang inyong or ang link ng evaluation. Gayon din po sa ating mga nasa Facebook Live, nasa comment section din po ang evaluation link. Ayan, sabi ni Ma'am Susana, hoping next time Saturday po ang Amazing Race and yung other workshops para po makapunta. May pasok ng weekdays, sabi po. Maganda po mga activities nyo. Willing to go there kahit malayo with my... elementary po pala yung kids. So, may pasok sila Monday to Friday. Kaya lang tayo, ang pasok natin, nandito Friday din. So, ayan, titingnan po natin kung paano yan gawa ng paraan. Okay. Okay, so sa ating mga nasa secretariat, may comment lang po sa Zoom. Ayan. So, inaayos na po. Thank you so much sa ating mga participants. Ayan. So, malaking bagay po yung mga nagsasabi po kayo sa amin na may kailangan i-correct. Ganon. So, nagiging katulong po namin kayo. Ayan. Para mas mapaganda pa po natin ang ating mga kinakandak na activities. Ayan. Okay. Ayan. So, inaayos na po yung name po ng ating speaker sa evaluation. Medyo madidelay lang po kasi ongoing po yung Amazing Race. So, pwede nyo pong i-evaluate pa din. Pero, ang i-evaluate nyo po, ang ating resource speaker, si Miss Joanne Pulintan. So, tig-iisa po kasi yung staff namin. So, dahil siya lang yung staff, tapos nasa Amazing Race siya, hindi niya kaagad makikita ito. So, maraming salamat po. Mag-evaluate lang po kayo. Although pangalan po ni Sir Pierre po yung nakalagay dyan. Kasi po ang original na in-invite natin si Sir Pierre. Pero dahil meron pong equally important event, ayan, nagpapasalamat po tayo kay Miss Pauline na even with a very short notice, actually, pumayag po siya na siya yung maging speaker natin ngayong umaga. Ayan. Okay. So, ayan na po. Nasa Zoom po ang evaluation form. Hopefully po ay nabubuksan nyo na po. Ayan. I-check po natin yung mga nasa Facebook Live naman. Kung kumusta sila. Okay. Okay, so ganito po ang gagawin po ninyo kapag baka po kailangan nyo pong i-refresh yung inyong mga browsers, mobile or desktop pag hindi nyo po mabuksan yung ating evaluation link. Kasi po, since day 1 po kayo nag-attend, may mga instances na naiiwan sa cache nila. So, kailangan pong ma-clean para po mabuksan nyo po ulit yung evaluation. Ayan. Yung attendance po, nakapin po sa ating comment section. Ayan. Ang atin pong evaluation link ay bukas hanggang mamayang 4 p.m. Ayan. So, meron pa po kayong pagkakataong makapag-evaluate hanggang mamayang 4 p.m. Ayan. At ganun din po yung ating attendance. So, hanggang 4 p.m. din po siya. And after that, i-close na po yung link. Hindi po magpapadala si DOST STII ng evaluation or attendance link via Facebook or email. So, dito lang po ninyo makikita. In case na hindi kayo makapagsagot ngayon, pwede nyo pong balikan yung mga recordings natin. Nakalagay lang po, hindi nawawala dun sa comment section sa ating mga FB Live participants. Sa ating mga nasa Zoom, pwede nyo pong picturean yung nasa screen nyo po or yung QR para ma-save nyo po. Pwede nyo pong sagutan later. Ayan. So, ayan, with this or with that, thank you so much everyone sa lahat ng ating mga participants sa Zoom, sa Facebook, sa on-site. Mula day 1 hanggang ngayon, thank you so much. Thank you for your very, very active participation. And maraming salamat po dahil kaisa namin kayo sa pag-celebrate ng LIS Month 2023 dito sa DOST STII. Mamayang hapon po, kita-kita po ulit tayo para sa ating closing ceremonies and awarding of winners. Yan. So muli, ako po ang inyo pong host this morning, Miss Irene Alice Brillo, nagsasabing, enjoy your lunch and see you this afternoon.
Ano bang meron sa panahon? Bakit nga ba ganun? Ang galaw ng mga ulap. Nababago ba ang sistema? Ng lipunang may problema. May sagot dyan ang siyensya. Hashtag ng DOST, ang National Science and Technology Week. Madaming opportunities, contest, webinars, exhibits. Buksan ang isip sa science and technology. Science is for everyone. Science is for everybody. Pagdiwang ng likhang Pinoy. Science is for you and me. At go. Tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Science is for everyone. Mayroong pag-asa at solusyon sa anumang sitwasyon. Gamit ang teknolohiya, iisa ang layunin. Buhay at bayan ay paunlarin. Mga ideyang bago, heto na't makikita mo. Hatid ng DOST, ang National Science and Technology Week. Madaming opportunities, contest, webinars, exhibits. Buksan ang isip sa science and technology. Science is for everyone. Science is for everybody. Pagdiwang ng likhang Pinoy. Science is for you and me. Atin ko kahit saan ka man. Nandito ang anghang, walang maiiwan. Sama-sama tayo para sa community, para sa economy. Technology is the key and innovation's here. Science is for everyone. Science is for everybody. Pagdiwang ng likhang Pinoy. Science is for you and me. I can go. Tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Tara sa mga tayo sa NSTW. Science everyone. Ano bang